Meditation! Yeah. Hey everyone, today I have a video explaining the basics of meditation for beginners. Let's see, we're gonna go over what is meditation and what do you need to do during meditation to actually be meditating. So let's get into it. I think the biggest thing with beginning to meditate is finding the time in your routine to do so. So I'm just gonna give you a really quick tip about what I did when I began to meditate. I found that it is really helpful to go through your routine in the day and find out where you can replace something that you don't really need in your day with meditation. So for example, if you spend a lot of time maybe watching Netflix, or first thing in the morning you scroll through social media, or you like to play a game before you go to sleep at night, those are going to be some great opportunities for you to replace those activities with meditation. Even if you scroll through social media for 30 minutes in the morning, or if you play a game for an hour at night, it'll only take you 10 minutes of that time to replace with meditation, and then you do still have time for the activity that you want to do. Or maybe you have an extra 5 or 10 minutes before you need to start your routine and getting ready for the morning. I find that it's really beneficial for beginners especially to meditate the first thing when they wake up. So as soon as you wake up, you sit up in your bed, or you go brush your teeth, drink some water, sit in your bed, and you meditate for a minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, however long that you choose. But first thing in the morning really seems to set up that structure for the rest of your day, to where you are being mindful and you're just feeling good throughout your day. Once you've found where in your day that you want to meditate, now it is, how do I meditate? What is meditating? There are many forms of meditation. There's breathing meditation, walking meditation, chanting meditations. It's really great to try out which meditations work for you. Traditionally, what's done and is what is seen to have really great benefits is breathing meditation. So what you do is you find a comfortable seat and you close your eyes and you follow your breath. You observe your breath. You're going to notice how your breath is cool when you breathe in and warm when you breathe out. You might want to put your hand on your chest and on your belly so that you can follow your breath. But with a breathing meditation, it's all about just being there with yourself, taking this time to step away from the chaos and the high speed of our society and really taking a pause. We're not trying to think of nothing, but we are focusing on our breath and observing what it really is like to be alive and how really wonderful that is. And there are plenty of guided meditations that can help you focus on your breath. There is an app called the Insight Timer. There's another one called Headspace. And then there are also meditations that I record that you can follow along with, and as well as ones on YouTube. When choosing a guided meditation, just make sure that it focuses on your breath, on mindfulness, or on your body, being in the present moment. And those are going to be the meditations that help you really sharpen your skills and your focus and get you into a new practice if you're just beginning. There are guided meditations that will have you do visualizations and take you off to imagine certain things, and those are ones that are okay to do once in a while, but you really want to have your focus down and these skills down and solid before you go off imagining things and visualizing. The next thing you want to do is find a comfortable seat. For me, when I wake up in the morning, I sit upright in my bed with my legs crossed or sticking forward. You can really do anything with your hands as long as you're not distracted and they're not in the way, they're comfortable. As far as sitting goes, it is important that you're also comfortable. So there are many ways that you can sit. You can either sit in a chair, you can sit cross-legged, you can sit with your legs forward, you can lie down as long as you don't fall asleep. Remember, when you're choosing how to sit, you really want it to be productive. So maybe if sitting in your bed causes you to fall asleep, you don't really want to choose that for your meditation spot, because then it won't be productive and you won't have a successful practice. There are plenty of props that you can use that you probably have in your home already, like a blanket or a towel or a pillow. If you're finding that sitting cross-legged is uncomfortable, you can sit on a folded towel or a blanket or a pillow to lift your hips up and to help lengthen your spine, have a nice upright posture. But again, experiment. This is your practice, this is for you, and you can make it uniquely yours however you feel fit and comfortable to do so. The next thing that I found is a helpful tip is most of the time you see people who are meditating with their eyes closed. And you do want to keep your eyes closed for the duration of the practice to keep from getting distracted or having other stimulus in the way of you focusing on your breathing. What I like to do is I start with my eyes open and then I slowly close them. I take in the surrounding area where I am. I tell my body and my mind that I'm preparing to meditate, and then I slowly close my eyes after a few seconds in and keep them closed for the duration of the practice. So I do find that leaving my eyes open just a little bit before I start meditating really helps me to find that center rather than just sitting down, closing my eyes instantly, and kind of forcing yourself into that space. Using a timer is extremely helpful while you're meditating. It's also going to help you track your progress so you feel more motivated to sit throughout your practice. You don't have to wait in suspense of when am I going to be done? How long do I have to do this for? You're going to be notified instantly. So set a timer for yourself, whether it be you're starting out and you want to do 1 minute, the next day 2 minutes. If you want to start out with 5 or 10, always make sure that if you're using your phone that your notifications are off, because if you get a text or a phone call, you will be distracted. And you kind of want to have a nice, quiet, peaceful space for you to practice in. And then you can take your notes in your phone, or if you want to have a small journal that you keep, you can write down how much time that you meditated for and track your progress and see yourself develop as you continue to sit. You can write a short sentence or two about how you felt. And I find that that's really great to do because you can look back and see your progress. As you begin to meditate, you might notice that you go to sit and you don't like sitting in one space for so long, or it's difficult for your mind to focus on your breath, on your breathing. Just know that that is completely and totally normal. You're going to have thoughts. So what you can do is take a deep breath, open your eyes, take a look around you, and kind of recenter yourself. Bring yourself back and remind yourself that long term this is going to be benefiting you. You may not feel instantly the progress. There is science that is happening inside of your brain, inside of your body, that over time, a continuous practice, you're going to notice the benefits. So don't get too frustrated in the beginning if you feel fidgety. Remember that it's going to be a discipline. Prepare yourself to develop new skills. And to develop new skills, you're going to have to be challenged. Meditation is not about having no thoughts at all. It's the practice of noticing your thoughts, of being in the present moment and really being with yourself. So you're not going to want to sit down and really force yourself to not think. Rather, you're going to imagine yourself as the observer and seeing your thoughts and noticing them. When you realize that you're caught up in a thought, maybe more that you want to be, and you've become distracted in it rather than observing it, just take a deep breath and bring yourself back to your body. That is going to be like a push-up for your brain. So your brain is going to be strengthening every single time you bring yourself back to awareness, back to clarity. So when you go out into the world, when you go out into your life, you're stressed and you're overly thinking about something and these thoughts are consuming you, you're going to have that muscle now that's getting stronger to take a deep breath. Take yourself away from being engulfed in those thoughts that you don't want to be in, and having more control over what you want to think about rather than being the bystander to what's happening. It is a practice. So you're going into something totally new and you're going to learn a lot of new skills. You're going to learn about yourself. And really what is the main thing that you want to hold in your mind during your practice is acceptance, is doing your best to really accept what you are thinking of. The more that we hold on to a thought, try to change it or manipulate it or go in a certain direction, that's just going to create more confusion, more frustration. So we have gone over placing meditation in your day. Where in your routine can you fit meditating? Replace it with something that you maybe don't need so much time doing. What time of day? First thing in the morning seems to be the best for many people. How to sit? Make sure that you experiment. Use those props. Don't feel afraid to sit on a pillow or a blanket if you need some extra relief while you're crossing your legs, or bringing your knees to your chest, or lying down as long as you don't fall asleep. Remember that there are many ways that you can sit during meditation as long as you're focused, comfortable, and not distracted. Where to sit? You can sit either outside or in your home, just making sure that it is a place where there are little distractions and where it is mostly silent and you can feel peaceful and safe about sitting there. Setting a timer and using a journal are two really great tools that I find that are going to be fun as far as tracking your progress and help you stay motivated. Remembering to sit every single day, making sure that this is a consistent practice that you can build up so that you can continue to strengthen those mindfulness muscles. If you find that you are fidgeting or if you are having a lot of thoughts, it's difficult to focus, that you understand that it is normal and that over time it's going to decrease. You're going to feel more relaxed, your body is going to feel more prepared. Most of all, guys, remember that meditation is about acceptance and self-love. You're doing this to care for yourself, not to judge yourself. It is going to come up, and when those thoughts come up, remember that it's totally fine to open your eyes, take a deep breath, recenter yourself, and go back into your practice. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this was helpful for you if you are thinking about beginning a meditation practice, or if you're just curious to learn more about meditation. Please feel free to leave in the comment section any kind of questions that you have, maybe something that I wasn't clear about or something that I didn't cover, or something maybe that you just want to know more about. Let me know and I'll be happy to answer it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in my next video.